Good morning. Today is May 26th, day 19. We are in McKee. We are leaving McKee and we're going about 50 miles to a hiker-biker campsite. And should be a nice little ride, about 50 miles. It's not supposed to rain until 4 o'clock today, so we hope to be at camp and set up before it starts raining. I'm at the Apple Market Shell Station in McKee, getting me a nice hot cup of coffee before I start pedaling, and I hope to have a good day. So it's 7 a.m. We are off in earnest. It's about 61 degrees out. Sort of a recurring theme. Very cool in the morning, cloudy, and we're getting spits of rain even though there was only like a 5% chance of rain until about 4 o'clock. The clouds are low. I'm not sure if you call them clouds or fog, but the mountains are encased in fog, and hopefully it'll be a nice dry day until 4. So I'm entering the Daniel Boone National Forest after just 3 miles of riding. The interesting thing with that is that 30% of this county is the Daniel Boone National Forest. When talking with the tourism director yesterday, she said that makes for a very low tax base, and it's actually a pretty poor county economically. One signal light in the whole county, which is right downtown McGee. Interesting information. Grinding up our first hill after 5 miles, and the sun is just coming up over the trees. At the top, now we're going down. This could be my first turtle save. Whoa, just missed him. My good deed for the day. So we started the ride out on 421, which was essentially no shoulder with rumble strips on the white line. Not very safe, lots of traffic, everybody on their way to work. Once we got off 421, we're now on 21 on our way to Berea, and this road is much safer, not nearly as much traffic, still no shoulder. So I put in my headphones since I feel a little safer on this road. Put in my headphones and I'm listening to Bob Seger. Made it to Berea and the end of map number 11, which literally ends right here. We're gonna go to map 10 and keep moving west. And right there is the famous Boone Tavern and Hotel. So I'm leaving Berea after having a nice egg and ham bagel. And Berea looks like a neat college town. It would be neat to spend a little time here. But we are trying to get to our campsite before the rains come. It's a beautiful day right now though, absolutely gorgeous. Quiet back roads once we leave Berea. So it sort of looks like we're getting out of the mountains. You can see them way back there in the distance and way over there. And we've just been going through rolling hills since Berea. So maybe we are. We'll find out. So that's the road you take. This is the road we take. A little tiny lane and a half road that is, or appears to be, going nowhere. Barn quilt paintings are done to honor loved ones and are normally done in the colors of the family. So I had heard in Kentucky that the U.S. Bicycle Route 76 signs were not placed very often, but we've been able to follow these all the way through Kentucky so far. One more tunnel of trees. So I thought I'd get the inside of one of these old barns. This one looks pretty tired, but it's still standing. These boundary fences are pretty neat they use around here. They're all over the place. I don't know where they find these roads, but they're pretty amazing. Don't have to worry about traffic out here, that's for sure. Double trouble in barns now. There's one. There's that road going down. And barn number 2. And some cows. Moo! Moo! The church for the day, Freedom Baptist Church, established 1800. Sunday school's at 10 o'clock if you're interested. We are definitely out of the mountains. Just rolling hills. As far as you can see. I'm almost to our biker campsite for the night, and I have to tell you, this second half of the ride today from Berea to where we're ending up has probably been my most enjoyable part of the trip so far. It was all back roads. It was beautiful, just beautiful, going through little tiny hamlets and getting out of the mountains. Still lots of hills, but they were all doable. And the weather has been spectacular. A lot of our days were wet, cold and wet, windy, cold and wet. We had one day that was hot, hot. Today, right now for example, the temperature is 78 degrees. The sun is out, we have a nice breeze, beautiful riding, no traffic on these back roads from Berea. Just a wonderful day. We've seen horses, we've seen cows. Just a nice day for riding. Check out that view. So how do you like this view from a shower? Unbelievable. So as I mentioned earlier, this is day 19. I bought this new tent to save a ton of weight on day 12. And this is the first chance I'm getting to set it up because we have been in hostels or hotels. So it's a one-man tent. It's a Nemo one-man tent. This gives you the idea of how big it is. Just big enough for me, myself, and I. And that's it. We have one area to store stuff in this vestibule. And that's the only one. There's not one on this side at all. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works out well. We are at this bike stop camping spot, and we have run into the nicest couple who run this. And here she is.
Hi, my name's Donna Ewert, and we run the Longhorn Ranch, also known as Bluegrass Texas Longhorn Ranch.
And what got you into doing a little bike hostel here?
Well, we live next farm down, and we would have people stopping under the trees on their bike. We'd offer them a beer, something to eat. They were sitting in the shade, and they said they were on the Trans-American Bicycle Trail. So we didn't know anything about it. We just knew a lot of bicycles came across here. So we decided when we bought this property to take the old milk barn down because it was falling down. And then we left the pad where they milked the cows, and we put a pavilion. And then one year some kid came through on the race and said he hadn't had a shower in 7 days. So we said, gee, maybe we need to put a shower up for him. So we put no solar shower behind the house.
Which is fantastic. I tried it out.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we got started.
Fantastic. But we can't thank you enough, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What do you think, Mark?
Just absolutely amazing.
Look at these meals that this fine couple brought for us. Unbelievable. We are going to chow tonight.